Black Mirror Season 7, Episode 5, titled Eulogy, with Paul Giamatti. Is it worth your time? Should you see it? The answer is, I think this is perhaps the most boring episode, but they touch on a few concepts of which are, of course, very interesting. So what's this about? An old flame of Paul Giamatti's character has passed away recently, and the family of this old fling are gathering everybody's memories of her. I bet you're wondering why an old fling. I don't quite understand that part. It's weird, but there we go. That's what's going on. Could you imagine if your unalived's wife had an old fling of hers memory woven into her funeral? Shenanigans ensue from there. Review over for all of you that just left. For the rest of you, let's talk about it. So usually with these episodes, there's an impending doom of some sort going on. For this episode, without getting into too many spoilers, it's not that kind of episode. Instead, you get to visit an uncomfortability and an immaturity that you might not get any other kind of way. It's a new form of gathering material for a presentation. Because remember, the whole idea is they gathered everybody's thoughts and they form them all into basically a mental digital collage of sorts. You get to walk through memories. And so Paul Giamatti's character and his guide get to traverse through pictures and memories and piece together the bits that he can or can't remember. Okay, now I'm going to get into some more spoilers, so leave if you don't want to hear anything else. It's... I don't want to call this man... I think his guide calls him a wounded puppy of some sort. Look at that face. He has a smoldering resentment for this woman. He feels like she kicked him to the curb and broke his heart for years, just to give you an idea. And this eulogy company comes a knocking saying, hey, we want you to recall those memories for us. Just to kind of give you an idea. Getting into more spoilers here, come to find out, most of what happens between them, if not all of it, is his fault. It's his fault. He makes it seem like she's this monster that just kind of chewed him up and spit him out. But no, it's his fault. Like, all of it. He wouldn't even let her play the cello in their band. It's all his fault. And what makes it worse is his guide has to kind of put up with it all. Like, she's very obviously not amused, not entertained, not appreciative of this man at all. And she tells him that multiple times. Okay, now I'm going to go full on to spoilers, so leave if you don't want to hear the rest of it. I'm going to go crazy with it. Turns out she is basically the digital recreation of her daughter. And she is programmed with pretty much all of the daughter's memories. The daughter did not grow up with him, but she did grow up with her mom, so she knows plenty about her mom. But he doesn't know that she's her daughter, so he's talking all kind of dog mess about her. Imagine if you knew and you loved your mom, you thought she was a wonderful person, and your memories of that were copied over to a digital being that was there to collect memories from this dude that has not fond memories of your mom. Incorrect and not fond memories. She has to hear all of his BS and dog mess, and it's not like she just lets him just say whatever. She doesn't. She gives it to him, but it's painful to watch. It's uncomfortable. But amongst all of that uncomfortability, and I do have one more negative point to make, but I want to make this positive point. There is a moment of healing going on within him because she confronts him as he's seeing these memories, and he starts to realize that he did mess up over and over again. He starts to see it, and even though it's too late to rekindle anything or to start over or to reset, he is still able to deliver a positive outcome to this woman, to this woman's funeral, and this woman's mom. Like the real daughter doesn't even know. She just has this nice memory of her mom playing the I think it's the cello she's playing, or the piano. I can't really remember. That's all. I don't want to call that episode boring, but she's playing some instrument, and that's all the daughter gets. She just gets this nice musical tender moment, not knowing who it's attached to or all the BS her digital self had to go through to get it. Okay, last thought. This is a thought that they've touched on in various Black Mirror episodes, and they explore it at least twice in this season. Uh, the concept of copying over one's thoughts into a digital being in the digital world, basically digitally cloning oneself, but then that clone being basically stuck in that world, but that clone is you, right? I don't know what happens to her digital self afterwards, but I think that's the darkest part of this whole episode, is she's just made to usher along this dude in his journey to find the best possible collage piece for this overall eulogy. That's it. She gets to hear his BS, and then I'm assuming she goes away. I don't like that part of the technology at all. Okay. Check this out. Let me know what you think. And yeah, we'll talk later. Like and share with your friends.